Senate confirms Dan Razin Caine as chairman of the Joint Chief amid political upheaval. In a significant reshuffling of the nation's military leadership, the U.S. Senate confirmed retired Air Force Lieutenant General Dan Razin Caine as the new chairman of the Joint Chiefs of the Staff early Friday morning, endorsing President Donald Trump's unorthodox nominee in a 60 to 25 vote. The decision comes 2 months after Trump unexpectedly dismissed General C.Q. Brown, triggering concern across both the Pentagon and Capitol Hill. Despite broad bipartisan support, the confirmation unfolded amid heightened political tension while Republicans largely backed the nomination. Democrats delayed proceeding, forcing a rare early morning vote in protest for what they described as an attempt by Trump to erode civilian oversight of the military. Senate approval was required not only to confirm Caine's appointment but also to reinstate him to active duty, a legal prerequisite as Caine had retired from the military just last year. Caine's reappointment marks the first time in U.S. history that a president has dismissed a sitting chairman of the Joint Chiefs mid-term and replaced him with a retired officer, bypassing the traditional military hierarchy. Lieutenant General Dan Caine's path to becoming America's top military officer in anything but conventional, a retired F-16 pilot with decades of service, Caine spent part of his post-military career as a part-time member of the Air National Guard and a self-described serial entrepreneur and investor. From 2009 to 2016, he engaged in private sector ventures before returning to government service as Associate Director for Military Affairs at the CIA. His profile lacks the typical hallmarks of past Joint Chiefs, such as command over military branch or combatant force, raising eyebrows among career military professionals. Despite these deviations, Caine presented himself during confirmation hearing as a steadfast constitutionalist, vowing to resist unlawful orders and uphold the political integrity of the armed forces. As Dan Caine assumes the helm of the Joint Chiefs, he inherits not only the command of the world's most powerful military but also a complex landscape marked by geopolitical uncertainty and deep domestic division. From tension in Eastern Europe to a resurgent Middle East, his leadership will be tested almost immediately. But perhaps the greater challenges lies within navigating a civilian leadership that increasingly seeks loyalty over dissent and maintaining a delicate balance between following presidential directives and preserving the foundational principle of the US Constitution. Whether Caine's tenure will usher in a period of reform or mark a further politicization of the armed forces remains to be seen. One thing is clear: the stakes, both institutional and constitutional, have never been higher.